Sometimes we forget to check in with ourselves. I try to do this daily. I ask myself, how am I feeling? How are things going? Do I have any concerns? Am I anxious about anything? I try to do this and make this a practice. And a few weeks ago, I discovered while I was doing this exercise that the death of two of our friends' spouse really hit home with me. You see, my wife and I, we have two amazing people in our lives. And last month, while we were planning and celebrating our 25th anniversary, they were, unfortunately, planning funerals. Man, just thinking about it now. I gotta be honest. And say that, while we were planning our celebration, it was emotionally hard for me. My emotions were all over the place, and I kept thinking about our plans and their plans. And then the what ifs. The day before our renewal celebration, I spent most of the earlier part of the day with my nephew's sons, and I was later joined, by my homies from out of town. And that helped, pull me a little bit out of this. And then, some time went by, and it's our day. It's the day of the vow renewal. And the ceremony started, and as I looked at my wife walking graciously in all her beauty into the space, into the venue, I was flooded with this refreshing and renewing passion and gratitude. Our love, the love in the room, the love of God, and His grace. I realized how valuable it was to have that opportunity, to have that moment. Me waiting for my wife. I could see her. I grabbed her hand. I could touch her. For me, during this renewal ceremony, our continued commitment and renewal came with an intentional I do. And I'm sure she felt the same way. But for the grace of God, I understood this moment like never before. And it was in the will of God that we were able to have it. Now, I share all of this to say that the vows that we make to have and to hold from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer and poor, in sickness and in health, to love and cherish until departed by death, those vows, they must be lived. They must be affirmed daily in our relationships, in our marriage, with a heart's intention. If you've been married for any time, I want you to think about the vows. Think about the vows. Many of us, we forget them after we leave the altar. To have and to hold from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poor, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish until departed by death. And if you're thinking of marriage, ask yourself, can I have and hold space for this person that I desire to marry, for better, for worse, for richer, for poor, in sickness, in health, to love and to cherish until parted by death? That's the question. Now give yourself time to digest this question. Write it down if you have to. Look at the vows. Even before you ask, take the necessary time to sit with your truthful answer. Family, we don't know what tomorrow will hold. We don't even know if there will be a tomorrow for us. I know this may sound hard, morbid even, but death has a way of bringing into focus all that matters. So loving your significant other matters. Loving your spouse matters today, in this moment. in our relationships, we don't know when our last moment will be together. The only assurance we have is the time together at the moment we're in, the right now. So family, we're in our moment. So let's love our significant others like there's no tomorrow. Peace.